Hey, I forgot she talks. Right, it's been almost 2 months now. My cameras haven't been working, and what's crazy is that actually it's a little scary. It really is. So I go ahead and switch to the other cameras. They're both pointed at the couch right now. I'm sitting at the computer. I probably need to get a wireless mouse, perhaps. Oh my God, Wildane, hi. So, like I said, I'm a little nervous. Even just to I hit the go live button. That wasn't hard because I don't show my face right away. But like now that I have to actually click screen, first of all, I don't even know which one I edited. I hope I know which one it was to the new cameras. But the cameras are not working very well. They're oh my goodness! Look at that, Wilden! Oh, you are such a sweetheart. All right, live. Oh, look at that. The cameras are still really far behind. You see that box on the couch there? There's no box. So, all right. The one camera's working, and that was the camera that wasn't working before. So, hello everybody, new crochet couch. I may just have to turn the not working one off, which is crazy because this is the one that was working before. And then I plugged in the second camera, and the second camera didn't. This is camera one. That's camera two. Camera one. Camera two. Camera two. I'm back. I still have a crochet couch. As you might notice, it's a little smaller. See the wall here? I don't have the Shay Lounge part of it. I also have my spinning wheel. So I can do some spinning. Oops. I have my Ethernet cord that I last minute ran because I did not want to be streaming on a Wi-Fi connection. That would just be awful. Although I might run into the same problem I did when I was in the garage. The link box is right here. One of the first times I ever got raided by a decent amount of people as a 15-person raid, I was over the moon. This was probably in December or of 2016 or January of 2017. Probably December. I think I wasn't an affiliate yet. December I got raided and I was so excited, but our setup was so wonky. In the garage, my computer was here and the monitor was here. Oh my gosh! Junie, you are such a sweetie. Oh, you are amazing. Bilslowski, hi. Yes. Welcome, Rabbit Man, Bilowski, Junie. This is so fantastic. You guys are absolutely amazing with all the love. I didn't even finish posting in all the discords. Crafty Miner Gal, thank you guys so much for coming back. My comeback stream or whatever you want to call it. So I am now 2 hours south of where I previously was. Um, I'm nervous. I'm gonna actually edit the thing because you can see I'm sitting on the same couch that box is on, and it bothers me. Hearts your face. Aw. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and edit this because that box is long gone, and it's weird that it's still there. Unlock this, and we'll make this bigger. Azure Koi, hello. Oh my god, those Canadian hearts are adorable. Whose are they? Are they? Oh, they're yours, Azure. Oh, they're beautiful. I love them. Alright, so now we've got the actual camera that's working. It's gonna be the one you see. Much better. Hello! So, right here's the bulletin board from before. It's just not up yet, but we wrapped it in plastic, so I have all my pieces still. Oh, yeah, I'm actually pretty. So this belt actually kind of has a story. Um, I had gotten it. It was a cheap one at I don't know Kohl's or something. It's a Steve Madden brand. You can tell on the buckle it says that. But it was made out of a cheap material and it was falling apart. But my roommate was a leather worker. So I asked him, I was like, can you do something about the belt? And so what he did, he put all new rivets in it, and this is a lot of rivets. Like it's all around the whole back of it. He used the same hardware for the buckle because it was a really nice buckle. So this is actually real leather belt, basically in the style of the other one. So it's solid now. Like it is a solid piece because the other one was like a piecemeal one, so it was kind of like pleather on top and bottom that was really thin and God knows what on the inside. But it had started cracking, so you could actually see the layers. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead. The camera right here. Actually, yeah, can you guys see this? You can't. Like this, I was actually trying to set up tripod with another camera so I could actually do a top-down view of my crocheting. But that doesn't seem to be working, so we're actually gonna unplug it. I don't want it running if it doesn't need to. It's actually warm. The camera's hot. I am still in California, so I'm 2 hours south. I'm actually in, well, I'm working in Irvine, so I'm much closer to my job. It was a 2 hour drive one way. I mean, average. Like it's an hour and a half in the morning, and it was 2.5 hours at night, averaging out to 2 hours. Either way, I was doing 4 hours of driving a day, so it was awful. You may have gotten a feeling just have emails to my dog. Oh, that is adorable! My God, Azure, so pretty. Did you do your own artwork for it? Um, yeah, it was a ridiculous amount of driving. All I had time for was drive, work, drive, sleep. Drive, work, drive, sleep. It was a real. I felt like a zombie. I did it for a month before we moved. So yeah, I'm very glad we're here. And even Jingle's commute didn't change very much. He was driving an hour and a half, and so we were. So here's where we lived before. Here's where we live now. Here's where I work. Here's where Jingles works. So it was an hour and a half, and it's still an hour and a half. So it triangulated very well. Those are really, really cute. And the thing is, like, it's so sweet and simple. Your emotes are sweet and simple. So yeah, I was just turning into a zombie. It was awful. So we moved south. I'm part of a group called Twitch Los Angeles, which is they're starting up sponsored communities again. Twitch Los Angeles is a sponsored community powered by Twitch. I shouldn't say sponsored, powered by Twitch. And we've had this Discord, and I actually met another streamer who was renting out rooms in their house. So we moved down here. And Dane's life, he doesn't stream very often. He streams retro games when he does. So found another streamer. I think that's pretty cool. Jingle's setup is over here. So hopefully when I'm talking or whatever, it won't be too obnoxious. I know he'll be playing Overwatch and whatever, like he was before. This is a bit. I feel like we have more space in this. Yeah, we do actually. This is the bigger room, um, and the other room is the bedroom. So he had two rooms available. He had a garage space, which I said was very important because we have the laser cutter. Oh, speaking of the laser cutter, I don't know if you guys knew that we were working on the Kickstarter project, and so we have some finished ones. I'm over at the desk. Disappear. The camera didn't break. Um, but I'm trying to find some of the examples of the Kickstarter things we did. So okay, good. This one has like a full set. I'm playing with the things. Okay, same one. All right. So we had the laser cutter. And we finished most of the Kickstarter. We just need to take like a final inventory. Oh, you guys totally can't see me if I'm standing here. So you're gonna see some stuff pop up from the bottom. So these are some of the coasters that we have. So Bloodwood. It has a nice red color to it. There's I think it's a quarter-inch wood, eighth inch, quarter inch. And then there's cork on the bottom, nice cork. So and we did it was a Celtic laser cut. All of them are Celtic designs. This is a variation of Bridget's cross, clover variation, the triquetra. I think this one's the same as the first one I showed. Uh, double circle design. Yeah, uh, I think the part that's taken the longest so far was him actually making the designs. On the Kickstarter, he actually has a like a time lapse video of him working on one of these designs and just like how intricate it is. And has to work on like the spacing. Oh wait, this was kind of like this one I didn't show you guys yet. Where's that one? Okay, I knew there were more designs. All right, yeah, we have 8 designs total. And so here's another one. Uh, I mean, I gave them all names at some point, but I don't remember what they were. Wreath design, and then this one. And this one was sort of like the flagship design we used, and many of the others were unlocked. We started off with four or five designs, and then unlocked up to 8. And we also unlocked glasses, pint glasses. We I don't actually have any of those. Oh, but we do have this other one that we did. So we had a friend commission us for a Christmas present, and so we did this D20 design, which is pretty freaking awesome. This is also a coaster. And this one is zebra wood. Those stripes you see in there. The lighting's a bit odd. It's still a bit blue. I didn't do any lighting adjustment in here. It was crazy enough just trying to get the camera working. So I'll figure out the details later. And I'm like, I'm going live. Oh wait, yeah. Well, we do have. He does have different of the D20 designs here. Okay, so yeah, so that's the engraved one into the zebra wood. And then this one is like a negative cut. But see, the thing is, I told them that I didn't like this one so much because you can't tell what kind of wood it is. I don't know if you can quite see from the thing. The 20 is raised, and everything else is. Let's see if yeah. So you can kind of see it if I put it flat. Everything else is cut out, but I'm like, you don't really see the wood. You don't get to appreciate it. And this is the same wood. So this is a walnut, where just the 20 is recessed. See what's been cut out there. So yeah, when you burn everything out, I'm like, you don't get to appreciate the wood that way. So I was a fan of the cutting in instead of the cutting out version of that. So what I was going to do today, I still haven't gotten my printer working. Maybe I'll just use my phone. So I'm going to be working with, well, not working, I'm going to be participating in a crochet championship with Pabu and like, I think like 9 other crocheters. And they posted the pattern, and I'm going to try and practice the pattern tonight because what they're going to do is there's going to be what's called chat traps. So it'll be you have to throw your hook aside if people donate enough money or enough bits. There'll be you have to frog your last full row, including the one you're working on. You'll have to. Where's some of the other ones? Oh, the announcer, the moderator will actually try and like say stuff to you and distract you. So let's see if I can find these chat traps, or not the find the pattern. I practice the pattern. Hopefully, I know it well enough, and the items that will be made will be given away. So this is for Pabu's birthday. This is what she wants to do for her birthday. She's fundraising. She's putting together this she's putting in so much effort to this. Um, we have bracketed crochet like competitions. So we each have like a time slot, and we don't know our second time slot because it depends on if we win the first one. You know who does it fastest, who does it. I don't quite sure fastest or more accurate or how we're doing it. I think it's fastest, which is why it's a crochet championship. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. All right, so let's check out the pattern section. And I will not be using the color that I will be doing in it. I will be using, because they want us to sign up for a color, so we're doing all different colors. Actually, I'm not sure if I should do this. I just thought about this. Maybe they want this to be a surprise. I know someone else said they were practicing, but I don't know if they were practicing on stream. It's I may have to find a different project for today. And I have a bunch of in progress projects. So what do I have that's like sitting around here? All right, this one is a little complicated. It's going to be a lot of me talking to myself. So this was a scarf commission by a partnered streamer. So like I'll show you this here. I have this much done. Well, I have more than that done. I have I have name. Here we go. This is our progress. Sir Ven and it's Sir Venom IK. Yay! Hey Kranitz! Hey, if you were in my Discord, I don't think I saw your name. I looked over the or the members of the Discord because I'm pretty sure I scared someone away because I pinged too many times. I will have to message them and apologize. Um, yeah, been 2 months. You had to come home. I missed the farm. Why did you have to go home? So I was gonna do a pattern and I realized I probably shouldn't. So many baby bunnies. The bunnies at the farm. I know. They look kind of weird and like aliens because they're furless. I saw the video of the mama bunny licking them. All right, I'm gonna look for more stuff. Your county's senior services can't do their jobs. Oh no. All right. So what I'm gonna do over here, which you guys can't see. Actually, let me turn the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So you see all those boxes? There are more boxes. Oh gosh, I forgot I didn't tape the camera down. Alright, those boxes, all of them boxes, those all have yarn and projects in them. That's a stack of 4 medium Lowe's boxes. That right there. And we'll tip it down just a touch. There. Good. Alright, so I need to dig through some of these boxes and find a project to work on. Like I said, it didn't occur to me until right before I took the pattern out that I was going to work on that maybe I shouldn't reveal what it is because it is for an event. And I'm not in charge of the event, I am a participant, and I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. We're gonna. I have 2 that say in progress. Actually, I will open up. I may have to open up both of them. I have not set up my lights yet. They are still in the bag. Lights, lights, lights. Alright. Lights and bag here. I bought special hardware for the lights. I don't know where they ended up. So, I mean, it's just the craziness of moving. I have hardware to put the lights on the wall instead of. They do come with stands, but because I want this to be a more solid solution, not necessarily permanent, but definitely solid, I don't want to accidentally run into one. There is a dog here that I now live with a dog, guys. No more cats. Um, that's gonna be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5. I need 12. This is for the lap blanket, the lapgan I'm making for the St. Jude's stream I did. I hit my $500 mark, and I'm gonna make the blanket. I will be participating in April's St. Jude's charity stream. I just decided this today. I'm a little nervous about it again because I feel like I haven't fulfilled all of my stuff from the last one, but what that means is that I just need to raise my goals, my limits, and all that. I got further than I have with anything else as far as fundraising goes, so I'm very happy for that. The cowl that I need to send to my mother. Oh, okay. So this one was part of a yarn stash that somebody was giving up. So I finished it, and I will give it to my mom for, well, a late Christmas present. What a cowl is, it's like a small scarf. It sits around your neck and keeps your neck warm. So this is a cowl. And it literally just sits around here. It keeps you warm without the floppiness of scarf ends. And you just pull it over your head like that. So I need to wash it and kind of give another once over. I think it looks fine. It looks great. I mean, I really only did like 2 rows of it. Most of it was already done. So there is that. And there's this. This is my brother's blanket. We will work on this. I know I won't get in trouble for working on that. Oh, and more of the blanket pieces. That was the other thing. So blanket pieces for the lap gown, brother's Christmas present, me overestimating my abilities, as I haven't made a blanket before and didn't know how long it's going to take. So I promised my brother and my sister a blanket and stream if they hit the $500 mark. So, oh my gosh, guess what I just found? Guess what I just found? I found the hardware to put up the lights. You know what else that means I found? It means I found my shampoo and conditioner because they're in the same bag. All right, so wait, my shampoo and conditioner is, oh, they are in here. Conditioner. Shampoo. And hardware for the lights. Yeah. All right. Like that actually makes me really happy. I thought this was actually in a smaller box. So if I went looking for it, I would have been looking in the completely wrong boxes. Step away for a half a second so I can go put this away in the bathroom where it belongs. Yes. Uh-oh. Did I just see stuff fall? I hope these aren't. Okay. The bathroom is literally on the other side of this wall. When am I coming down to the farm? Oh man, Kranitz. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. So my cousin is getting married in. I have 2 cousins that are getting married this year, one on either side of the family. And I might be able to make a trip down to the farm when I go visit them. I don't know. Oh my, I better, Missy. Ooh, you took a nap with the sheeps and the goats last week in the yard. The thing is, Minnesota's not that close. She'll feed you, she feeds us all. I know she does. It's not that, it's the time that it takes. It's time for me. It's not even like, do I want to? That's not it. It's because there's no easy way to get from Minneapolis to where she is. I drove it. It's not a straight shot. I flew into Chicago. Hello, Shino. I'm doing well. I feel like you might have to I haven't seen you in a while. You've taken the train to. Okay, I could probably do the train. That one would work. It would also be much less expensive than what I did before because like I took like 3 days, but I also had a carload of stuff. Actually, she should show if she hasn't, she should show you the stuff I brought when I visited. It was quite the weekend. I flew into Chicago. I had to pick up my stuff from my ex-in-laws, and when I got to the car rental place, they're like, "Hey, we don't have the car you rented. Do you want one up or one down?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I'll take this one. It looks like it has more storage space and it's covered." Cuz I'm driving a long way and it's December in the Midwest. It's going to be snowing or raining. Like what? Why wouldn't I want something that's not covered? I'm like, no, 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 I'm gonna take that one, even though it was smaller. I I almost fit everything. I could not fit everything in there, so I actually basically just told people throw it out. You'd remember me if you ever came to see me in my very high energy and full of visual effects. I think I may have found them through T-San or the creative Swolt at TC. Ah, nice and cold, Kranitz. If you ever came to see me in my very high energy and full of visual effects, I think I may have found you through T-San. Or uh-oh, I see a bunch of emotes, but my alerts are usually like 30 seconds to a minute behind. So I'll just have to wait and see what's going on. You know, Kara. I mean, the only other person I can think of would be the visual. I don't know what T-San is either. I feel like Creative Suite. Okay, okay, Creative Suite at TwitchCon. That would have been it. Raffy Ninja! Hey, man! Thank you for the host! I have extra notifications going on. I wonder what that's all about. Hey, that's probably Ishino because I was very overwhelmed. With the Eevee beanie! Alright. Yeah, I was super overwhelmed with all the people at the Creative Suite. Super overwhelmed. Thank you for the follow! Herber for real! Welcome to the Crochet Couch! We're setting up again. Yeah! Great. Yeah, I've officially confirmed with the person who reserved a room. I was like, yes, I will room with you. I was like, what is your Venmo? I will start sending you money. Because, like, I don't want to be, like, having just all this, like, debt hanging over my head for an event like that. I was like, let me pay you in increments. And that way he can also afford to get the ticket when it comes out. So we're doing kind of like a shuffling of finances. I'm like, well, you reserve the room. Let me like I'm gonna do it like a monthly installment. But he told me, but he didn't actually give me his email. He's like, oh yeah, send it to my email. And I'm like, dude, I don't have your email. You need to give it to me. Alright, so I found my hardware. Diasan! It's a raid! I love your potato! It's the best potato ever! Welcome! Welcome, tavern people! Hang out on my crochet couch. Let's all have a drink together. I am so glad to be back. So yeah, I've been just chatting about my moving experience and unpacking experience, and literally people are watching, well, half watching, half hearing me unpack and find things that I know I need. Like I can't even sit down on the couch at the moment. I have to set up the lights, but I couldn't set up the lights because I didn't have the hardware. But then I picked up a crochet project, and lo and behold, I found the hardware. It's just like amazing. Thank you, Dashawn. All right, so crunch goes the. I need to put this back up so I can get the lights off of the bed or couch. Lights off of the couch, and actually start doing some projects here. So, what were you streaming tonight, Daishan? I think the last time I was able to sit down and watch you, you were doing a space game. Final Fantasy 14. Ooh, do you have one of the races, the werewolf race or the bunny race? I know I saw an article about how people are upset about that. What's your take on it? Actual fairy bread! Oh man, fairy bread! And with lady, yay! I'm looking for. Oh, I was gonna actually open something here on stream. You have a feral looking fella. Alright. Now I was seeing some article. Now this was a Kotaku article, which Kotaku, some of the articles I've seen them write, like they feel like they're written just to make people upset, and it makes me wonder if people are actually upset or if it's them trying to just drum up some drama that's not even there. So the thing was that people aren't happy that You have to be a girl to be a foxy character, and you have to be a dude to be a werewolf-looking guy. So I want to give away from Fairy Wings. She's a chainmailing streamer here on Twitch. Very fun, very cool, very chill to listen to. And I think I got one of her stickers. And she has a little unicorn theme, and this is her unicorn wiggle one. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's one of her emotes. The unicorn doing a dance. Wiggle butt. Unicorn butt. That will go on my bulletin board when I get that up. So you guys will be able to see everybody's squares. You'll be able to see I have a bunch of stickers and stuff too. Each TwitchCon I reset that board. Or I'm going to reset that board. That's going to be my anniversary, I guess. I mean, my stream anniversary is actually in January. I didn't do much for it. But we have like 20 some people in channel right now. And I'm definitely over 750 followers. I haven't done a giveaway for my 750 stuff. Oh my goodness! Quickie Mickey, you fantastic dude, you! Welcome back to the crochet couch. The poor little crochet couch that I haven't been here. Thank you, dude. How have you been? My gosh, I have some really cool like old patterns here that I need to actually write down the other subs that Woldanes and all that too. Basically almost all the subs from this year I still have to make squares for. Actually, maybe I should do that today because I'm getting super distracted. I should make the sub squares and not work on the other stuff. What? Oh, I even had an overlay ideas in here. My God. Oh, that was my idea for sub badges. So yeah, the sub badges are actually granny squares. Let's see who Quickie Mickey has. Yeah, he has a sub badge. Hi. I had a pencil. It's over here. Today is March 27th. Quickie Mickey, tier 2. Woldane, tier 1. Hopefully Woldane's still around. Just got home from work. Oh my god. Oh, you work like a later shift. Like, holy cow, that's so late. Oh my gosh. But if you started later, it's not so terrible. I do have people who I know out here, movie industry and VFX and whatever, they have 14-hour days. And that's just the way it is. So you started at 4 p.m. Oh, okay. So it's like a 7.5-hour shift. That's actually not terrible. Let's see. And we get some raids, which is amazing. We've had 2 raids already. Amazing Junie and Daishan. So I have a few things to give away. I reached 750 followers in the middle of my St. Jude stuff and then blew right past it. Was still in the middle of doing St. Jude stuff. Sort of forgot to do my giveaways associated with it. So if you see down below, it says that there'll be a crochet item, sticker, and a gifted sub. So the crochet item will be a pumpkin, and it will be winner's choice of what color. I have a lot of colors. I mean, I have the basic rainbow colors. The winner's choice of whatever pumpkin, and stickers, and a gifted sub. I'm gonna work on the gifted sub first. Last? I'll do the gifted sub last. Because that means I'll have to change up the format for the giveaway. Oh my gosh! Oh, Quickie Mickey! Oh my goodness! Oh, oh my goodness! You are so amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think that's great. It went to Lady Raider and Diashawn. That is fantastic. I'm gonna have to wait. I will probably have to write down all the names. Holy cow. From yeah, it looks like we're working on subsquares today. Well, Mickey, you are amazing. Times 10. We're just gonna put a times 10 there. I could not ask for a better welcome back to the my gosh. Oh, and Kranit's even got one too. Look at that. And there are extra alerts here I'm going to try and remove. They do not belong. And Emily's in here. I didn't see her sneak in. Look at her being so sneaky. Yeah, actually, I need to fix those on a different thing. I can't fix it. But I'm glad the kitties are showing up on top. And so we also have Gatherbot in the background. That's what you're seeing right there. So you got bid double ones. You are so wonderful. Oh, man. I have a feeling. Oh, you don't? Oh, it's going on. It's the World of Warcraft boosh. But it's going. I heard. Are you guys hearing them? Because I'm hearing every single one of them. Actually, I also didn't check. I did not. Did I mute myself? I am muted. Good. Well, muted in the sense that um. Did anybody hear that? I wonder if maybe it's because I have my desktop audio off. All right. Well. Times 10. I feel like you are single-handedly trying to get me to um my next sub unlock. So I don't know if you guys know about this. If you're not a streamer, you might not know, but you may have seen other streamers. They have more emotes now. What's up with that? And if you will check, all you guys who just got it, you have two emotes from me. You have a cat with a yarn ball, and you have my new one. And it went live today. I got the email this afternoon. So my new emote is live from my tier 1 subscribers. It is Zen. Go ahead and we will put that in chat here. Yeah, Quickie Mickey has the heart, the nom heart. That is my brand new emote with many, many thanks to Fairy Wings who made that. So that was super, super sweet of her. I was discussing in one of the channels. I was like, should I go with hype? Because my name is Hyper. I was like, should I go with a hype emote like that? So, and they're like, no, we don't think you should write out hype. So I do want a hype emote. That's going to be my next one. But they decided they wanted Zen first. Because the thing is, what I mean, I asked in a community, the words with those colors and that font is something that started in Twitch Creative. From what I understand, it was Talk Custom. It was his sort of, someone made that for him. He started doing it, so he actually had words. And other people. Exactly! Exactly, Rabbit Man. That is one of Talk's emotes. Started it off. Was Moist the first one? Was that his first? So yeah, he started it off with that. And I feel like I wanted to, especially if I was going to use one like hype, I wanted to get other people's input. I didn't want to make anyone upset. I didn't want to I didn't want to cheapen it. Then Imperial Girl, then Fierce Kittens, yeah. But Fierce Kittens has I don't know what's Imperial Girl's word? Or words. Because I know some people have multiple words. Uh, so much moist bulge foam. Much. Much. Okay. And so... Is so also talks? Are those... Let me just scroll over them. Oh, okay. Kittens is so. Imperial Girls much. Talk, talk, talk. All right, yeah. So, I didn't want to do something that would have made people upset. So I asked about it. They wanted Zen. I was like, cool. So I'm gonna need to find uh, a hype option. And shiny, that I know is Junie's. Let's see. Samuel's creation has squad goals, which I thought was pretty neat. Squad goals. Um, so I need to come up with a hype. And here's the thing: I don't have cats anymore. I don't. I feel a little weird using cat emotes, and there's no cat in my life. So it makes me a little sad. Although the thing is, my cat emote is based off of two cats that I've owned before. When I was in high school, we had a cat named Orion, who was an orange tabby. He was a fat cat, but just loved being around people. He must have been in a really bad place because for 3 years, the first 3 years we had him, he didn't make a sound. We thought he was mute. We thought he was just a cat who couldn't meow. And after 3 years of living with us, he finally started to make a sound. And like he hadn't used his meower like ever. Meowt. Mute. He hadn't, so like when he went to meow at us and talk to us, he he would struggle and you could see it because he'd go ah, and just be like this ah. It wouldn't really be a meow. And the first time we heard it, like me and my best friend were at the house at the time, we just kind of looked at him, we're like, "Is that? Are you trying to talk to us?" I was so happy and shocked, and it was the cutest thing. He was trying so hard. I think he just wanted pets. He's trying so hard to tell us he wanted pets. And the second cat that my emotes and my panels are based off of is my most recent kitty, Hypnotic. And Hypnotic had also an orange tabby. She had swirls in her fur. And I'd had her for about 3 days before I gave her a name. And I was talking on the phone with my mom. Chicken cordon bleu sounds good. I was talking on the phone with my mom, telling her I adopted a cat. I was like, but I don't have a name for her yet. She's got these swirls in her fur, and they look like sort of, hypnotic. And the cat looked at me, and she goes, meow. I was like, that's strange. Like, hypnotic? Meow. I was like, Mom, I think the cat wants to be called Hypnotic. Meow. Like, every time I said it, Hypnotic, she would just look at me and meow. I was like, okay, like, you are telling me right now this is what you want your name to be. All right, congratulations, Hypnotic. You are now my kitty. You have a name. So, it's just, but yes, no orange tabbies in my life currently. So it's a bit bittersweet. I don't know what to make my hype emote. All of that coming back around to the emote thing. Um, yes, Mickey, you do have a new badge. I think if you don't want that one, because you've been a gifter in the channel, I think it's gifting at least 10 subs. And you've gifted some before, bless you, did the 10 today. You can go in your settings and you can change that if you don't want it to show up. So I don't know which one that replaced. Or did you only have two earlier? You don't mind it? Okay. Yeah, some people don't like to have that show up. Oh, it replaced your Twitch Prime one. So I think if you go into somebody else's channel, it will go back to your Twitch Prime crown. But if you give subs in their channel, it will turn into the present. So that was a Twitch Prime one. I just scrolled up and looked. And then the other one is a VIP in channel because you have been a fantastic supporter. You only gifted your channel, dear. You are such a sweet. It's a setting, yeah. Cause like the only one I have, well, I mean, in here I have a 1 year sub. I have the so if I say something, woo something, I have the video. I have my 1 year sub, and I also have the TwitchCon 2018 badge. I just haven't felt like changing it yet. If I change it, it'll go back to the Twitch Prime crown. But I mean, TwitchCon 2018 is over. I probably should just change it back. It's sometimes finding it in the settings can be a bit tricky. So that's why I haven't. All right, so sub squares because I have so many to do now. Yes, it's a great problem to have. Let's put it that way. It is a fantastic problem to have. Um, so I'm over here going through my yarn and stuff. Trying to find. I know I have a partially used ball of the color. So I have a dedicated color. So for those of you who might be new, so this is my dedicated color for my sub squares. It is Lion Brand Mandala. It's a size 3, and that was a requirement. It was a size 3 yarn. Size 3, and the colorway is called, I think it's like Magic Moon. But it's the closest I could find to, Twitch colors. They have really long color changing ways, so I'm trying to be a bit careful about when I use which colors, because in the middle here it goes dark gray, white, light gray. I don't necessarily want someone's, like if it ends up being a small one, I don't necessarily want that to be someone's only color is like white or white and gray, because that's boring. It's so boring. So I will do my own squares in that. I am technically a tier 3 sub to my own channel, so I do make myself a 12-inch square, or in theory, I should say, I make myself a 12-inch square. I have 3 cakes of this, and I don't know where it went. Somebody else packed my yarn from the crochet couch. Okay, what do I have? Crochet couch, yarn in plastic boxes. Yarn related crochet couch shelf, mostly notions. Yeah, so I will have to. Sub perk is 100 hairballs, 3 treasure tickets, 2 clue tickets, and 1 map. Yes! Sub perks. Oh, yes, all of you guys who were just gifted subs, the Gather bot will give you a sub perk, just like Quickie Mickey did! Sub perk. You guys are also getting in-channel currency for 3 things, but I only use 2 of them. Well, actually, I only use 1 of them. GatherBot kind of does its own thing. You basically play games with the GatherBot's currency. So if you go M bag, which is your mystery bag, you'll get a random thing. If you go D bag, you'll get a double bag. And the double bag is only available for people who've reached a certain number of points. So the more M bags you do, the more, I can't remember how else. I think you just play other games in the and you can do both M and D. And you play games with the GatherBot stuff. There's a quest mode link somewhere. One of them's in chat, one of them's in the panels. They don't match. They're 2 different links, but they're for the same program. Program is trying to transfer over, but it's a slow process. So there's quest mode and like opera event / gatherbot / sponsor / hyper zen girl. Yeah, it's a long link, but it's accurate. And that one I use more often than I use the quest mode one. The quest mode one has a fun little adventure quest to answer, your daily quest. That's pretty fun. Hugs. Vigilantly hugs me. Unexpected? I don't know if that was unexpected. Alright, so that was the yarn for the sub-squares, but it's not the one that's already open. And that's what I need to find. I know I'm off screen, sorry guys. You'll probably hear me huffing and puffing a bit, as I will be moving some boxes around. I don't know if you were around earlier, Quickie Mickey, but I was saying that I do have the lights still. They're not yet set up because I literally, while on stream, found the hardware. We bought special hardware to mount these on the wall. And, well, Jingles has also been out of town. It's been really nuts, honestly. He's been out of town. We had to move. They sent him out of town like the Saturday night we were moving. So everything we did, like I had to kind of clean up, and I had to do another load on Sunday by myself. I'm very, very glad Mizuno Sonata, a streamer from the Twitch Los Angeles group, they changed the name, has, spent his weekends hanging out with me, helping me pack, helped me when Jingles couldn't. So he's been super awesome. And yeah, and I'm not mad at Jingles or anything. I'm just kind of like, why'd you leave me? Now he started off at a new company. They're a startup company. Everybody's wearing multiple hats. But this time they sent him away for a whole week. I'm like, when you signed up for this job, traveling wasn't really part of it. So it was a little unexpected. All right, so I'm looking for my yarn I've been using for the um sub squares. So I have to find the gold yarn and I have to find the purple yarn. But I do want to actually look through it and sit down at this point. Marilyn, how are you? How are you? I'm so sorry life is really tough for you right now. I hope things get, if not better, they get easier. Alright, searching through all the yarn here. Alright, this is Karen Cake stuff for the scarf. These are some other yarns that can be put away. I got them. I joined it's called the Karen Crochet Club, but I only want to do it for 1 month. I actually accidentally got 2 months worth of product. But they gave they send out yarn along with a pattern that can be made. Something can be made for charity. So this one, it has a pattern for chemotherapy caps. That needs to go in a different box because I'm not going to be making that yet. This one came with a pattern for a baby blanket. Very pretty yarn. I don't think I'll make a baby blanket out of it. Need to head out. Thanks for the sub again, Quickie Mickey. Great to see you. Yes, it was super good to see you, Rabbit Man. I hope to see you around a bit more often. I hope to be around more often also. We'll throw that out there. This is a random yarn. I'm not entirely sure where it came from. Not part of a current project. Yeah. Alright, so the black is attached. Oh my goodness. Oh, Quickie Mickey. That is super sweet of you. Talk love, Imperial Girl, hey. Ah. Marilyn, welcome back to the crochet couch. With that amazing gifted sub from Quickie Mickey. Alright, this has a bunch of random stuff in it. Oh, I have reading glasses in here? Alright. Oh, this is stuff from... Oh, these are my ribbons from the... Oh, there we go. Sub squares. They're in this box, or bag. I'm just gonna make a mess and toss the rest of the stuff back into the box, and, that'll be a problem for future Rachel. Yes, Mickey! You are awesome. Exceptionally giving. Very kind to me. Okay, let's... Do I even remember what size hook I was using for these? Was I smart enough to maybe keep the hook in this bag? Alright, oh, this is stuff from Anime LA. So, that person didn't photograph me. I am very interested in this food truck called Okamoto Kitchen Catering. It's like, oh, their origin story of their food truck is told by like an anime girl. So I'm just very interested. I haven't gotten to try their food yet. There was a like too long of a line, and I just needed food as fast as possible. I can be kind of bad at eating sometimes. Alright, what do we got? Okay, so there's a bunch of artists, and I only pick up people's cards if I really like what I see. So, oh, I picked up 2 cards there. I think I picked up one for me and one for Jingles on that one because that was a fun thing. They have a Deadpool pen holder that looks kind of dirty, and I found it really funny, and I knew Jingles would too. All right. So what was this? All black something. I don't know. Can I fit the cards in it? Try and keep stuff somewhat organized. No. Okay. Well, we'll just keep that there. All right. So sub-squares. Boop. Because we have excellent subs. Oh, I was going to do giveaways too. I was talking about that. And then we got an amazing, amazing drop of a bunch of gifted subs. So, let's start with how many people are actually here and active. If I'm going to do a giveaway, like type a couple emotes in chat or something if you're here and interested in a giveaway. One is for a crocheted pumpkin, one is for stickers, and one is for a gifted sub. And I don't know how gifted subs work if you already subbed, but I can try and gift one anyway. We'll see how the system deals with that. Okay, so yeah, what I was talking about, the different colors. So this one has just a tiny bit of purple here on the corners, because that's where it ended. This is going to be one of my squares, because it's a boring color. And this one has just a little purple in the center, because that's what I ended with somewhere, so that's pretty neat. You can kind of see the inception, like I started here and ended there, and I started in the middle here and ended out there. So these ones that don't have names on them yet, singular ones, I want to try and do a minimum of, was it, so we have 13 subs today. 13 subs! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So actually it's probably another giveaway. So I'll be doing two sticker packs, one crocheted item, and that's for hitting 750 followers. We're almost at 1,000. Like, we're less than 100 away from 1,000. Holy cow. And that's going to be another round of giveaways and stuff. If you notice, my sub goals, 1,000 was my goal for 2018. I didn't know how to go about doing it. I have a better idea how to do it now. It's just keep doing what I'm doing. I just have to be a bit more regular with it. Okay. Um, but yeah, and just keep hanging out with people. And basically spreading the love of fiber arts. I love crocheting. I want other people to know that, like, it's not just a granny thing. You know, that's an annoying stereotype. I'm like, you know what? I don't have kids. I probably won't ever have kids. So don't sit there and tell me that, oh, it's a grandma thing. Okay, great. Yeah, the most popular thing is a granny square. But you know what? Kids require, or you, kids are required to be a grandma. Because then your kids also have to have kids. You know, I try to be a good person. So if good equals awesome, then I'm super happy that that's where we've ended up. But I just try to be good and fair to people. All right. I think I was just using the recommended hook size, whatever this was, because I usually don't use recommended hook stuff. So this is an H. All right. So when I say sticker pack, I mean these dudes. I didn't see any emotes in chat, so I feel like people are lurking, which is totally cool. But I'm trying to tell you guys, I want to give you stuff. All right, I do have enough for. Wait, what's the other one? All right, I'm almost out of my first of design number 1, which is the chatty one. Actually, I think this will be the last. The chatty one is this one. I don't know if you guys can see it from that far away. Or it's the one I call Chatty. So Chatty one. I have very few of these left. Right now I think I really am holding the last two in my hand that I know where they are. So the sticker packs, little pack I'll be giving out, will have one of the Chatty one of the Yarny one. That took a while for you to get back here. The Yarny one. And one of the bigger one, which is the cat with the yarn ball. So the sticker packs are one of each of these. And I know I have people in channel, but I need to know if they're interested in them. It also means I need to start thinking about making more stickers. Ah, phone calls. Okay. So, we'll keep the stickers in here. And now I need to find my H hook. I did pull out my hooks already, so I'm not freaking out. Guess you missed the part where, oh, yeah. Alright, so I'm looking for an H. H, H, H. Oh. A, I, K, I. What do I not? L, J. I'm looking so good, guys. E. The other one's too small. Not an H, but I'm gonna look at it anyway. And D. I don't think I even said G. There's no G or H in here. I don't want to go up a size because even an H is a little big for what I'm doing. So, I need to find. Heck is it? I thought I put like all of the hooks in there. Wait, one of the things I was going to do already had the hook in it. That was the rune. This guy. I was right next to it. Ah, an H hook. You're getting full from that sandwich. You had a chicken cordon bleu sandwich? Usually when I have chicken cordon bleu, it's just the chicken, the filling, and the breading. But it's also been a very long time since I've had chicken cordon bleu. One of my exes would say it's chicken cordon bleu. And I'm like, why do you do that? Have you not actually had it? He's like, I had it, it was bad. And I was like, yeah, I think we should try again. 'Cause I don't remember what his complaints about it were. Whatever his complaints were, I was like, that just sounds like a bad experience and not really like you got to have a real one. You know, I should probably double check what size this is supposed to be. Oh man, you guys, it's been so long since I've made granny squares. Oh my gosh. Because what I've been doing so far is working on the scarf. Actually, I don't know if you were in here. Quickie Mickey, when I showed the scarf off. The scarf's in this bag. I made progress on this, but I don't like working on this on stream because it requires so much concentration. I've made progress. I've got VE. Well, almost the E's almost done. So this is the progress on the scarf. Hopefully Venom stops in at some point and I can show him. I've taken pictures and sent them to him because he commissioned this back like beginning of December, and I don't want him thinking that like I've forgotten him and I'm blowing him off. I spent a whole month just driving, working, driving, sleeping, driving, working, driving, sleeping. Like that was my month. I mean, I think he knows. Maybe I tried telling him. I don't know. He's a busy dude when he's streaming. He's a partnered streamer, so like he has a lot going on, and he tries to be very focused on his because he does World of Warships and he does a lot of like technical analysis while he's playing. So I try not to distract him way too much. Uh, unless I have like a major update on his scarf, which I don't know, I just need to get it done and send it to him. Chicken ham, baby Swiss. Instead of mayo, use Parmesan. Oh, peppercorn ranch. Do a sandwich. Oh, that sounds so good. What did I eat today? I had leftover manwich. We had sloppy joes Sunday, and I didn't quite finish them off. Like, there's maybe a sandwich left, or two small sandwiches of sloppy joe left. Um, but we ran out of buns. So like I used the last of the buns today. I'm like, well, I guess I'm getting more bread. I should probably get, and I have some chicken left to cook up. But like, I don't like working with chicken. Oh, there's a knot. Yeah, I'm a little sad one of my cameras doesn't want to function. So I was gonna have two cameras. The other one would have been like facing down on my makeshift table. But didn't want. Love the wheel. Oh yeah, this is a 1970s Ashford. It I haven't used it in over a year. I need to clean it. It's pretty dusty right now. I have oil somewhere to oil it up with. I have both the engineer's oil and I have wood oil for it. Um, yeah, it definitely needs. I definitely need to give it a bit more love. Some of it doesn't need to be oiled, but like definitely the metal parts need to have the engine oil added to it, and some of the like the spokes I need to wash off. I should probably also get some Murphy's oil soap and wash it off, and just treat it real nice. I'll treat it real nice. It's been hanging out in the garage, kind of off in a corner for a bit, which was good for it because then it wasn't getting like it wasn't getting bumped or accidentally like run into, which is what I was afraid of because it's a relatively delicate piece, and some of my roommates were a little rough with stuff, especially if it wasn't theirs. And they were even rough with their own stuff, which I didn't get. You don't. Why do you want to be rough on your things? Buying them again? No. Nice. Nice to the things. No, they're not people, but like, it's sort of wasteful. I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm just rambling a little about stuff and things, but I also kind of think that's what people talk. Like one of the Marie Kondo type things. And someone asked, they're like, "Oh, you just moved. Are you gonna Marie Kondo or Kondo Mari your place?" And I'm like, "No, don't say that to me." I was like, "There's probably it's paint. How are you?" I'm like, I'm probably gonna end up throwing stuff away because I moved and we have a much smaller space now. But I don't. Part of me doesn't want to say, "Oh, I'm Kondo," I'm doing the Marie Kondo thing because it's too popular and that bothers me. No, I know how to take care of my own crap and pare down on my own. I don't need someone telling me how to do it. Still on the road. Oh my goodness, you'll be home in 10 minutes. Where were you road tripping to and from? Is Kranitz with you or did you drop him off? Because Kranitz was in here for a bit. He said, "Hey, you're not sure crafters can ever really do minimalist. Might need that scrap." Thank you, Azure. Because at the same time, I'm like looking at this stuff and I'm like, these 8 boxes, well, 12 boxes, oh, and a bag and another plastic container. Oh, you did drop granite off. I was like, all of that, like, that's kind of business stuff. Like, you don't get rid of your your product essentially. just to not have space. Like same thing with Jingles. He has a bunch of wood and he saves all of his scraps. He has some wood and then he has some like straight up steel, which he says is high quality steel. I'm like, I don't know much about steel, but I'll believe you. Cuz like some of this stuff here, I know I have some real quality yarn in here mixed in with acrylic. I know what I have. And I'm like, I probably have $3,000 worth of yarn. And some people are probably like, yarn's not worth that much. I'm like, you don't know what I have. Like, I do. You try so hard not to have extra stuff, but you do all the crafts. Oh man, yeah! All the crafts. I want to start embroidery. I actually, in this box right in front of me, I have. It's so weird. The day I decided, yeah, I was watching a streamer and kind of like looking through some stuff, and I found. Are you familiar with Anger Bun? Are you an embroidery person? I've been following Anger Bun on Twitter for the longest time, and then found out that they had an Instagram, and I'm like, how did I not know about your Instagram? So Anger Bun is this very minimalist stitched rabbit, and the person who embroiders it like gives it a personality, and it's really funny. It's almost like a story, but like it has a unicorn horn and it has flowers, and it has these sassy little sayings. Honestly, just search Anger Bun. Anger Bun, maybe throw an embroidery in there. It's hilarious and adorable all at the same time. It just speaks to your soul. Anyway, so the day I decided I wanted to do embroidery, I'm like, no, this is something I actually really want to give a shot. I want to try this. And I don't want to do counted cross stitch. I've done stuff like counted cross stitch before. Like some of my patterning, the way I pattern, I feel it's very boxy. I mean, because it has to be. And I don't want to keep doing that same sort of thing if I move on to another craft. So I decided I want to do embroidery. I'm like, okay, I think that's gonna be the next fiber art I learn. Cool. I go to my I have an in-person group called the Nerdy Knitters, and I mean they're up north. I don't. I'm gonna go to their Saturday morning meeting this week, and that might be the last meeting I attend, which is kind of sad since I've moved. Um, I'll probably go to the Christmas event, but I don't think I'll be able to make many of the other. Maybe Knit in Public Day. That's in June. I might go up there and meet up with people wherever they're doing Knit in Public Day. It's usually like the second week of June. Um, yeah. So bitter. Anyway, morning. Sorry. So I went to this nerdy knitter meeting the day I decided I do want to try embroidery. Like the thought had finally crossed my mind. I actually want to try this. I am not getting much crochet done, but so I make this mental decision that I want to try embroidery. Okay. Show up to the meeting. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Sucked into Instagram. I show up to this meeting, and someone's like, "Hey, one of my customers. This woman works at a local supermarket kind of thing. It's a small supermarket food place. It's like, hey, one of my customers passed away, and her son came in and gave me this stuff and figured that I could find a home for it. And we're like, wow, that's really sad. She's like, she was really into embroidery. This is what I picked up. Because I had just decided earlier that day I wanted to try embroidery. This is weird how the universe like works things out. So Azure, this whole bag, Ada cloth. Like there's three of them here. Um, and there's more than three total. I just don't know where the rest of them are. I have two. I have an 18 count Ada, a 14 count Ada, an 18 count fiddler's cloth. I'm gonna have to have someone tell me what fiddler's cloth is. I keep hearing people talk about Ada, but this is fiddler's. What is that? I think I counted the other day. And actually, I'm just gonna pick this up. I don't want to take these all out of the bag because it's gonna be a pain to put them back in. See all these colorful things? All these different colored things? These are all towels. Towel sets. They are cross-stitch towels because they have the woven cloth in there where you can cross-stitch on top of the towel. I think there are 22 of these. And the price tags are still on them. These are like $4.29 each. I mean, this is $80 worth of towels in here that are supposed to that are embroiderable. Goes the cowl. So yeah, 22 towels, three things, and those are 18 by 18 cloths back there. Like they're not small. I have a bunch of hoops, 7-inch hoop. There's like kits in here. My goodness. All right, so I do have some floss, and from what I understand, floss is sort of like the really expensive thing. I think I just dropped a thing of floss too. Oh no, I dropped a receipt. There was a receipt in the bags. All right, so more counted. It's counted cross stitch fabric. This is a 12. Sad because I bet I have that on. She was doing it right. It counted cross stitch cloth. Now I should probably actually pull this out and use it. It's a pattern holder. It's a stand for patterns. Folds flat for easy storage. Swing inner loop around the back. Stops in place. So yeah, it's the pattern holder. And then this is a kit which has two more towels in it, and examples of like duckies and bears and kids' names. But yeah, so this is a counted cross stitch one. Oh, ducks and bears, they're bibs. I see. I'm totally not interested. I think I would just want the floss out of it and maybe the towels. Um, counted cross stitch just does not appeal to me at this point. But yeah, so picked up all that, and there's more that is in a different bag or something somewhere. But yeah, lots of cloths and blank. We got a lot to play with, really. You know, when I have time to. Alright, see, I want to put some of this back in here. This is a huge, big, like one of the pound of love that kind of exploded. ALA stuff. Alright. That can go in this bag. This bag has, oh, it's my first attempt at Tunisian crochet. I'm not upset with it. Apparently Tunisian curls a lot, which is what this is doing. But yeah, I love the way Tunisian looks. Like I love these bars. This is why I wanted why I wanted two cameras, so I don't have to keep like getting up and walking. But I love the bars on the back of these. This is what Tunisian crochet looks. So this is like that looks like regular crochet. But if you look at the back, you have those bars, which is the telltale sign of Tunisian, which you do with a really long hook. Like cross stitch for video game stuff, great for pixels. The rest of the time, you don't want the granular look. Ew. I'm like I'm rolling the Tunisian cloth like the opposite way, so maybe it'll uh no, not be so curly, because it'll be curled the other way. All right. I have my first attempt at knitting in here also. But the knitting will have to be completely tore out. Actually, I should take pictures of this. Why I haven't done it yet, or haven't torn out yet, is because I haven't taken pictures. So I'm point out right away. It's not a bad thing that I'm gonna tear it out. It was a learning experience, and I need to fix it because it's at a point right now where I cannot fix it until I take the whole thing out. So this is too long. I mean, that's. Oh, that's right. I don't remember how to do this. I shoved it all onto the needles for a reason, so it wouldn't come undone. But anyway, this is too long. It's supposed to only be 14 inches. As you can tell, it's like more than double that. Um, I made a lot of mistakes. I dropped a lot of stitches. Somehow I managed to pick them back up again. But it's way too long for the project I intended it for. But I want to take pictures of it before I rip the whole thing out. But I need to get to the end of the row. So yeah, like I'm in the middle of a row right now. So yeah, I'll wait until maybe I'll just finish the row now. A knit. Turn into a knit and stream, guys. Holy crap, what happened? Now I have to remember how to do this. Oh my goodness. Let's see. You sure it's like this? Marilyn, you knit, right? I feel like you're gonna like watch me and like cringe. Alright, my stitches are getting stuck on something. Oh no, they're just really tight. I want to slide on. Alright. Pretty sure going this way. No, some of these are actually, they are getting stuck. Stuck on. Alright. Stick it in here. Oh dear. Wrap it. Yeah. That's. Yes. Knitting, guys. I need to get to the end of the row, which I'm like less than halfway there. I cast on, I think, 120 stitches, which, just so you know, 120 stitches, worsted weight yarn, I don't know, I think these are like a size 8 or a size 9 needle. Won't, it will equal a lot more than, hold on. Are you telling me to hold on? Sort of. I said that I think, do you knit? That was really the basis of the question. I would say you're probably gonna cringe watching me trying to knit if you're a knitter. Like I hold things just super tight. I go really slow. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna knit this row. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna rip it all out. And then I'm gonna start all over again. Times learned, you know, I mean accomplished. Tight can be good. Well, the first person who like one-on-one tried to teach me how to knit, because otherwise I was doing it from a book. Which I didn't actually mind. The only part I got stuck at was when I got to the end of the row. I had no idea how to start a second row, and I was like freaking out over it. It actually caused me anxiety. I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to get to the second row in knitting when I was following it from the book because they did not do a good job of explaining it. And I brought the stuff to a knitter friend, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I feel like I did something wrong because in crochet, your hook is pretty much always touching the end of the yarn. In knitting, when you get to the end of the row, it is possible for you to pull out that last needle and it's touching nothing. I lost my shit when it came to that. I was just like, what do I do? Because I had two straight needles. Like right now, I'm working on a cable. Like the cable logically makes more sense to me because everything's still connected. Like the crochet hook, it's always touching stuff. So on the straight needles, when I got to the end of the row and I had an empty needle, I was like, what did I do? Like just like I'm looking back on it now and I was just like I was kind of an idiot. I didn't even think to ask anybody what to do next. And like I left my project sitting with like only 2 rows on it. I left it sitting for 3 years because I was so embarrassed that I did something so wrong that I didn't even want to ask about it. I was just like, "Yeah, I started. I don't know where my project went." In the back of my mind, I'm like, "I know exactly which shelf it's on and what bag it's in." Just so yeah, I just my mind could not figure it out and I thought I had just totally screwed up. Yeah, that's what happens when you learn from a book and like there's not a person there to be like, "No, that's what's supposed to happen." Like and then I'd like start watching like, Mini Burger and Jenny Knits and I'm like, "Oh man, I could never do that." And now I'm starting, I feel like I'm still at like knitting level 0. Um Maybe I'm level 1, but I've got a long way to go. Yeah, that's the same thing. Like I had no issues going to YouTube to look up crochet videos. It never crossed my mind to do it for knitting. Like how weird is that? I didn't even cross my mind. I was just like, "Oh gosh, I screwed up. I don't know." Like I'm not a dumb person, but like this really got to me. Your mom made your stepdad a crocheted house coat over 30 years ago, and he loved that thing, still wears it occasionally. Oh, that's really cool. Yes, Marilyn, the synapses did not fire. Like, they were just freaking out and couldn't do anything else. And like I had a coworker, well, and then there was this other weird thing. I had a coworker who's like, "Oh yeah, bring it in. I'll totally show you how to do it. I can knit too." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I brought it in and like we never got around to it, and then weird stuff happened between the two of us. So like that just kind of left this weird feeling about knitting attached to this person, where things went like really sour. Um, so yeah, things went really sour with this individual, and it it also semi-soured knitting. So I was like, that can be a thing I never learn. That's fine too. Oh, Paint, you are so sweet. Yeah, right. Usually, and then there's the times when I like freak out. I like freak out so hard that I stop. I mean, I just forget how to like life. Or I know in high school I had it got knotted. Um, I had a problem, and I might still have this problem to this day, where I want to do something. Like, cool, there's this thing I want to do. I was like, but we need to do this, and this. And I had a friend in high school who was super pragmatic, also logical, very, very life smarts. And she's like, why do you want to do it that way? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, we'd have to do it this way. And she's like, no, you can skip 3 of those steps and do it this other way. I was like, I guess we really could, couldn't we? Huh. So somehow I'd be adding extra steps into a thing that didn't need to have extra steps. And she would gently and very smartly point out that there was a simpler way to do what I was thinking about. Yeah, life. knitting and Rachel freaking out. All right. The thing is, getting this taken pictures of and whatever, like this has kind of been on my to-do list for a while. Um, and then I can actually start on the thing I wanted to do. So basically, last year, my 2018 goal, my only goal in 2018 was to learn to knit. That was my only New Year's resolution. I don't have one for this year. It's probably finish this knitting project. So I would like to say that I've learned how to knit, basically. I enjoy the long tail cast on. That's the one that the book teaches. I really enjoy it once I get going. And so like casting on 100 stitches wasn't like an issue for me. I really like doing it. But then like to get to the end of a row, kinda depressing. I got twisted stitches in here. I don't know how to fix the twisted stitches. Twisted, twisted. Gonna leave holes. Well, I'm gonna rip it out when I get to the end of this row anyways, but I have holes. I think that was my goal, was to try and make sure that there were no holes, because there's a way to untwist the stitches or like retwist them properly. It's just the thing. I feel like I will once I understand the anatomy of the knit stitch, then I can move on to do stuff like purling. Um, but this is actually kind of complicated. So the way you have to put it in from one direction, you have to wrap the yarn from the same direction, and that's just it. I crochet backwards. The way I wrap my yarn in crochet is not the way it's supposed to be wrapped. That's why knitting has been so tough, because I wrap my crochet backwards. I think I purl wrap my crochet. So when I try doing the knit stitch, it oh wait, no. Purl, it's the way you put the second needle in the hole, or the needle in the space. That's how you make it. Hey, look, I'm almost to the end. Oops. I almost lost a stitch there. Oh no, I may have lost a stitch. Another hole. Another hole. Bro, as long as I do the last stitch correctly, I will be happy. Like, I mean, I know the thing looks super awful. Careful. Right. Boom. Okay. So see, it's completely off. When you're knitting, you totally take it off of one of the needles, and I lost my mind. All right. And untwist this now. Definitely longer than 14 inches. I think I measured this at somewhere around 36. Yeah. All right. All right, so I'm going to spread this out. I have a white container over here. My phone is on the couch there. So this is the lid to one of my boxes. Wheel is a little bit in the way. All right, so the goal is to stream until 10 o'clock. It's about 9:38. Wow, 9:38 right now. Dang. All right. I need some of the needle toppers. Okay. There we go. All curled up. Just kind of want it to lay as flat as possible on its own. All right, there we go. I'm fine with that. Try and take some for posterity type pictures. Like my first knitted object ever. These will be going up on Instagram and my Facebook page. Try and center this. Within the next few days, they'll be going up. All right, we have steps to making things work, and it makes us peevish sometimes when we've made aware of how unnecessary some of those steps are. I was just, I was always like, why did my brain add all those extra ones? I was never really upset with her. So now that you're back into the swing of things, are you starting to feel a little de-stressed? Uh, yeah, I mean, even the break was nice too. Um, Mostly it was the move. We had so much stuff, and we had all, like, a lot of our stuff, kind of like jam packed. And we, Jingles and I make the analogy that it's like one of those puzzles. You have 9 squares, and you have 8 plastic pieces that you need to slide into a slot to make the right picture. But you need to that one empty space to kind of keep moving things around. We were filling up that one empty space so we couldn't even move things. So we got a storage unit last Saturday, and we've taken 2 trips out there with stuff. I need to put more stuff out there even. Let's see, we have some extra monitors, computer monitors I need to bring out there. He has a bass guitar he's never really done anything with, but it's sitting right behind me by the closet. Just stuff. Um, but we also need to pare down our things too. You know, there's a lot of stuff we own that we probably don't need to own anymore. I don't know what I'm going to pare down. Probably some of my magic cards. I have about 3 small boxes with magic stuff in it. I'm kind of past that stage. I don't think I'll be playing magic anymore, so I could probably sell a bit of my collection. Alright, I'm gonna take um, some close-up pictures here, because, like, I know I've some of these spots where I dropped stitches and then picked them up again, and oh, not the best, but I'm actually pretty sure I've seen worse. I feel my tension's okay. Some of my drop stitches are pretty cringeworthy though. But the thing I was trying to originally make was shelter blankets for animals. And the thing is, I'm like, they don't care if the stitches are perfect or not. Uh, what I was gonna do, like some of these drop stitch holes are actually a little big. I was gonna go through with like a crochet hook or a darning needle and make them a little smaller, because you don't want like poor little kitties or puppies' paws to get stuck in them. That would be terrifying, I think, as an animal, to get yourself stuck in your comfort object. So uh, I was planning. And the next thing I make, I'll go ahead. So what I'm going to do now is measure out 14 inches, count how many stitches that is. Tensioning and knitting matters less than it does in crochet. Oh, really? I suppose the knitting is a little, I don't know, it's a little looser, but it sort of fixes itself over time. But yeah, crochet, well, I don't know. Okay, let me double check the size requirement. I think it was 14 by 14. It could be 16 by 16 inches. So I try to remember the name of the group. I have to like scroll all the way down to my email to find the information that was sent to me. File that? Did I give up on that? I feel like I wouldn't have given up on it. From May. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. Not Renee. Alright, let me just search for animal. Animal. I think it's, he said put animal shelter in it. Are you an Apple or an Android? I am an Android person. Let's see. Those cards are worth money nowadays. Well, they still sell magic cards, so some of them aren't worth any money. Android, I have a this is a Google Pixel 1. Leanne, not Renee, Leanne. All right, found it. All right. Hug Society and Snuggles Project. And yeah, 14 by 14. That's yes, 14 by 14. All right. So I have a tape measure here, which I just totally messed up, so I'll have to fix that later. Open up a calculator and there's a ruler icon. I wasn't looking for a ruler, I was looking for the number. I have a thing. I don't want to stretch it out too far. Trying to be a little loose with this. 15 and 14. Alright, I will start here and count to the end. 1, 2, 12, 15, 20, 25. 54 stitches. That's all I needed. 54 stitches. Take a note. 54 stitches is approximately 14 inches. 54. About I think these are 8s or 9s. I have a gauge somewhere. Jingles actually made knitting gauges or crochet, gauges for us. My Nerdy Knitters group, they do an annual gift each year, and the 2018-2019 gift is a gauge. So Jingles designed, measured, and cut these out for our Nerdy Knitter group. So exactly what it's for. Oh, it's actually a 10? Okay. Guess it's a 10. Alright. Now that I got those notes. And, okay, so the yellow yarn. See, I had no plans for the yellow, which is why I was gonna go ahead and just use it for the animal blankets. Go ahead and frog this whole thing and start again with 54 stitches. Out. Now I'm like, alright, well, how do I frog knitting? Just pull some of it off the hook and I mean, in general, I'm probably gonna have to pull all off the hook. don't want to pull the cable end of it. Because these are not like interchangeable ones. This essentially will break. And these are, I managed to do a pair of Addies. I've never knit before, but I know Addies are very nice needles. People in my crochet group talk about the ones they like to knit on, and I'm starting my first project on a pair of Addies. These are very slippery needles, guys. And they're metal to it. I'm not sure if they're titanium or if they're just a really nice aluminum, but they are not exactly easy. But the thing is, you just kind of gotta power through it and do it. Because that was the other piece of advice I got. They're like, don't worry about dropping stitches. Don't worry about. They're like, just get the feel of the of how the stitch is supposed to be made. Oh wow, it is way too easy to frog knitting. Holy cow. This is barely putting up any resistance at all. Oh my gosh, this is dangerous. Holy cow. List of bounty ideas belonging to Log Viewer. Oh, Log Viewer. Actually, Log Viewer is a very useful tool that I have implemented. I'm very grateful for it. Helps me to figure things out. Log Viewer keeps a record of the chat for me. I can log into another website, and if someone gave me like a really cool link or something, or instructions, or invited me to Discord and I missed the Discord or something, whatever, they gave me some really good information. I just didn't catch all of it. I can go back to the chat log and take a look at it. Because once you refresh the page, you lose your freaking chat in Twitch. That's a dumb thing. Not a very good feature. I'm definitely gonna have to use a yarn ball when I start, or a yarn bowl. And go through this again. In my move, however, I did get rid of the Swift that I had. It was a bit dangerous. It wasn't quite the right size. And it just, oh, okay. I didn't feel comfortable with it. I also have the yarn ball winder, which I will have to replace. But the Swift actually felt dangerous. So I did toss that. And while it probably wasn't dangerous, I just was like super weird in my knitting where I just have this. Somehow I carried this one piece like through. Ugh, oh no! Fall! Alright. What did I do here? That was super weird. Okay, so I have this piece that's like still wrapped around a bunch of other ones, like 3 rows later. I wonder if this is how I repaired one of my drop stitches. I say repaired. Well, Anastasia also had a go at it too, so maybe that's how she did it. I know she took the crochet hook and did the weaving back and forth. Now we're kind of at a problematic stage. We're just trying to pull other pieces of it. Not sure if this is even going to frog properly. Should. Theory. Hopefully it doesn't create a knot when it catches up to itself. I can see that being a possibility. What is what? Log viewer or my problem right now? Hey. Oh, what is a swift? A swift looks like an umbrella without without the fabric on it. And there's some yarns. Let me pull one out here. There's some yarns that come like this. This is called a hank of yarn, and it's stored. Actually, that one won't open very nicely. Here's another hank of yarn. It's stored like this. And when you untwist it, it comes off like this. And you have this giant circle of yarn. This one's tied together in that one spot. Well, Hank skein, it's all a bunch of yarn, but there's also how it's wrapped. So what you do, so you have this thing that looks like an umbrella. You take this, which is 2 yards, the standard size, and you put it over your umbrella thing. And you should be able to let go of it. The umbrella thing will hold it in place. And if you have what's called a yarn ball winder, the swift will actually turn while you're winding the yarn into a ball or into a cake. So you have this umbrella thing spinning. Actually, you know what? Somewhere I have a video of me and Jingles trying to do this. It took us 20 minutes. I was gonna like do a speed up thing. Let me find it and play it. Hold on. Let me try and twist this back together. Oh no! Oh crap! It got stuck on my watch. So some of your nicer yarns will come in this format. Um, you know, if you go to like Michael's or Joann's or whatever, you don't see this often. But if you go to a store like that has natural fibers, people who spin their own yarn will do it in this format. Yes, yeah, Emily does. She does her stuff. She winds it and it comes out in a cake. And so once you wind it, it's a thing like this. These are called cakes. So Hank, cake. See, this is what I would call a skein. This is like a center pull skein. They're just, it's all yarn. It's just how is it wrapped up? So there's the Hank, the cake, center pull skein, and this is a hand wound ball. So let me find that video. It's here somewhere. Like it's saved in my computer because I recorded it with uh, the same system as when I do my streaming. So, okay, did I do it this year? Did I do it last year? Hey, Pixie Firefly, hi! I have a new camera set up. I wasn't able to get everything I wanted to do with it, so it's a little wonky. All right, so Twitch. Somewhere I have my videos. Where did I save that? OBS videos. Not streaming videos. 721. Oh, okay, that was. Right, test number 7. Now we've taken off the. Oh, that I was doing audio tests. So. Unfortunately, I have to open each one. Would I prefer to be hanked up for dyeing or caked up to be used straight? I suppose it depends on what I was gonna use it for. Um, like the Hank stuff, The hang stuff you can't use directly. I would probably cake most of it. Alright, these are all 2018. So let's see. Alright, that's a streaming one. That's a streaming one. I feel the streaming one. Sorry guys, I have to open up each up one by one to What? Was my mic not on, guys? Hello? Maybe I actually labeled it something else. Crap. When would I have done this though? I don't think I did it over like Christmas time. Cause like that's the last time I sorted my videos. Hmm. Okay. All right. I wonder. Let's see. Let me try and be a little smarter about my searching right now. So I go to view. I want to go to details. Maybe it'll tell me like how long it is. No, details. MKV, you tell me the size, length, there we go. I'm looking for a video that's about 20 minutes. I can sort by the length of the video. That is helpful. Because streaming videos are going to be like 2 to 4 hours. Alright, some of these don't have a length associated with them. Check these out. That's weird. Some of these, yeah, really are funky. Alright, so that one's set as a 20-minute video, so let me skip to the 19-minute stuff. Take a look at these. Nope, that's a streaming video. Sorry guys, I thought this would be faster, but when it'll be worth it. Yes. All right, found it. Wait, no. I found the start of it. Did I stop it at one point? Oh, that's right. I did like a pre-thing. Oh, it's 19 seconds. That's what that was. Hmm. Okay, I have. Let me do a screen capture here. So it was November 10th. Let me resort by date. Did I not get an entire thing? Because these are all like seconds long. 19 seconds, not 19 minutes. Did I did it not record the whole thing? That would be awful. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to be watching this in 3 parts because I kept stopping and starting it. All right, so we're going to do a display capture. And it's completely silent from what I remember. I think because I didn't have any audio. Here you go. So this is me setting up. And forgetting something. Stopping the video. That's why they're only a couple seconds long. This is setup part 2. Oh yeah, and I have Corollas there behind me. yarn ball winder. And I had to fix the camera. It was being really weird. And Jingles coming in. And me asking him to help me, honestly. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and play this one at fast speed because this is what I was originally intending to do. The playback speed. So we'll go... Oh, actually, can I not change the playback speed? I can jump ahead. Yeah, so this is me kind of showing how it works and how I set this up. And you will see me screw up. But that's how crazy this gets. So that's the yarn ball winder. So we're talking about a winder. That's the little device we're talking about. And they I mean they all look about the same. So yarn ball winder. Now the problem with this particular yarn ball winder, that little thing I'm pulling out and it's falling over, that's a problem. It's not supposed to fall over. That is a Swift. I have almost poked myself in the eye with this before, which is why you saw me like pull it away. But as you'll see, the Swift was actually too small, which is one of the reasons I threw it away when we were moving out. We extended it to its largest possible size. And, yeah. So if you guys were around when you saw me making the sparkly pumpkin, this is the yarn I wound up for the sparkly pumpkin. And you can see the Swift is not big enough to hold this. And I'm struggling. Yeah, I did this video with the intent to do it with, like a speeded up thing. Oh wait, you guys can't see the whole thing. Oh no. Hold on. I forgot that, let me make this just a touch smaller so you actually can see the whole thing. This out of the way. Alright, there, now you can see the whole thing. Because there's going to be some stuff that happens sort of off to the side there that you're going to want to see. Like when I really start going, Jingles actually helps me. He gets in and he starts helping me. So. What? Wait. Oh, Raven Blue! Hello! I know you can't see me right now. I'm like waving my hands in the air. This is a video of, sorry, I'm trying, oops, you guys can't see it if I do that. Of me trying to use my yarn Swift and my yarn ball winder. I had done this back in November, and with the intent of doing a speeded up, like a faster version, hoping that it would all turn out fine. But I can jump ahead here. There we go. Here's me starting to wind it. I did miss you, Raven. Actually, there's a couple people who are mentioning they hadn't seen you in a while and hoping you are okay. So. Yeah, this is not live, what we're watching right now. I'm just describing what's happening. Game Howlers, hey! So what we're watching, Game Howlers, is me at my old place attempting to wind a ball of yarn properly using a. Well, I'm live right now. The video's not. Here, let me pause the video. Uh, display capture. Hi, I'm here. But we were describing how to use a yarn swift, and I said I had a video on how to use a swift, and it's actually a nice fail video. So this is how it's sort of supposed to work. You have the yarn ball winder, the swift moves appropriately, but the thing is, this particular swift is too small for the yarn I put on it, which is why I have to go so dang slow. And Jingles was watching me struggle and felt bad, so he like stepped in, tried to help. The swift is going too fast for the yarn. Yeah, just lots of struggle. Yeah, that little piece in the yarn ball winder kept falling over. I'm kind of skipping forward, guys. Um, Muffins, game howlers. Your owl died. No, buddy. Oh man, that really sucks to hear. I'm sorry, dude. So as you can see, I got this working for like a few seconds at a time. Excuse me. I'm gonna jump forward a bit. Jingle's helping out. And oh yeah, so at this point, we sort of decided to take it off. This is me saying, yeah, you want to hold it out? Hey, always spazzy, how's it going? Yeah, hi. Yeah, so I did this how-to video back in November. Well, it really wasn't a how-to video. It was just sort of a here's our experience, and it turned out to be way more interesting than I expected. So, because I haven't done the editing where I can do the speed up process, um you can watch us struggle. I've been very busy. This is my first stream in 2 months. Um I'm gonna fast forward a bit here. Kind of watch some of this. We did sort of get this progress process to work out. So we've taken the Swift down at this point. Jingles has figured out how to hold it to help me out. Little hand flick so it didn't get caught. Like it was working okay for a bit. Yeah, this went on for a while until I fucked up. And what you want to watch about where I screw up, you want to watch that bottom disc on there. That bottom disc is supposed to stay white, and no string is supposed to go underneath it. What's going on, Spazzy? That sounds very, very exciting. Are you've been streaming, right? All right, so I'm trying to watch where I screwed up because after the fact, I know what happened, but we let it go on for so long. Yeah, it's kind of a large scale bobbin, yeah. Look at that, Spazzy! Woo! Congratulations! 63 toss, 63 high. Roger. Oh man. Grats, grats, grats. I'm still half watching the video here. Yeah, the hand one is cool. I love the frog. Like, that's super good detail. Because I was watching him and his hands and, like, how fast I could go. I wasn't watching the yarn on the ball on the winder. I should have been watching the yarn on the winder. Because at one point, as soon as it hits the as you can see, it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's about ready to hit that silver thing that's holding it up. I kind of ignore it and keep going. I should not have ignored it. So he's having fun over there. Like, he's getting a little bit of a workout, but he's having a good time. You can't see him, but he was enjoying it. I think he was more enjoying, like, my super intense, like, look on my face. And of course, there's the cat sleeping in the background. He doesn't give two craps about what we're doing, other than we're being probably a little louder than he wants us to be. Yeah, that's the laziest cat ever, but he loves that blanket. The blanket's here now. Yeah, at some point, I missed that it was screwing up. Yes. But when you see what happens, I did this in such a spectacularly bad way. I'm gonna zoom forward a little. Hold on. Maybe I zoomed forward too far. I went back a little. Yeah, see, at that point, I've pulled the thing away and I got it. Yeah, you see it's wrapping around it. And I just figured it out. Yeah, so lessons in winding your yarn. I feel we did everything wrong in this one session. We did everything wrong. We had the wrong size Swift. I didn't pay attention to the yarn guide, that silver piece that kept falling over. I only have the top one. That's the only one I have. I got it as a hand me. Actually, I got both the winder and the Swift as hand me downs. But I'm pretty sure they're hand me downs because they're both kind of broken. Um, so what ended up happening? It overall, I'll just tell you guys. I'll kind of click forward here. Jingles ended up taking this completely out of my hands. I was getting frustrated. He was getting frustrated watching me. We did not want to cut the yarn. That's the big thing. We did not want to cut it. So, like, we got super serious about getting this out. You put a longer tube on the tube that the yarn winds on and push it up when it gets too full. Yeah, but this turned into some serious business, Spazzy. Like, we. Yeah, so, like, here's my crochet hook, here's a needle, whatever you need. Like, I felt like a complete idiot. Just because the only other time I'd wound yarn, it was with an electric ball winder, and it was a much smaller skein of yarn. Much, much smaller bit of yarn. This was a pretty large skein, which I'm a bit nervous to like. Okay, I'm gonna start skipping forward again, so it's not because it's just a lot of us staring at it, honestly. And I had put it on this plank of wood to keep it. It happens to you all the time. I am so glad that this isn't. You took the bloody thing apart. So Marilyn, this is a very familiar scene for you. This is a very familiar thing to happen. You have a sidewinder, it skips sometimes because I dropped it. You want another one, but you like it. Yeah, like this is my first time using this one. So I didn't know what to expect. But I videotaped it. Like, because I'm like, this is because people have asked what's a Swift? How do you use a yarn ball winder? I'm like, okay, logically, I know how to do it. Like I set it up all correctly in the very beginning. Now we'll skip forward here. At some point, I think I get up and actually turn the camera. Right here, yeah. It's like, this is what it's come to. Like, because what happened in this case, it got stuck between the gears. So we started off with a yarn ball winder and a Swift, and we manually replaced the Swift with his arms, and we manually replaced the yarn ball winder with me just sort of grabbing it and rolling it. So we went from actually, do I might still have the cake around here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, yeah, I have it. It's a little messy. All right, I'm just gonna pause the video and we'll go back to live feed. Live feed over here. Display capture. Hi, hi. So, mm, here. This is the cake. It turned out okay. The top part here is a little messy. This was the bottom, so this is a bit messy. But this is the top of it. Like the top part is still very nice. We did try to keep it as good as possible. We did not cut it. So like that's the spoiler of the video. We did not end up cutting it. Yeah, we worked through it enough so that we didn't have to cut it. And that was the goal. You don't want to cut your nice yarn if you don't have to. Little knots as possible. You want as few knots as possible. So, I'm gonna go ahead and we don't have to watch the rest of the video. It was just me skipping through it, being like, here's how it went. Pretty not great. But I still do want to get it, there's the culprit, the one that kicked the yarn swift out. Haha, yeah. Did I get a center pull cake or an outer with that muck? Center pull. It still started off as a center pull, so it still will work. Um, I'm, so I had a second camera for tonight. It's currently attached to a tripod that's right in front of me. You can kind of see some of what I'm working on. But every time I come to talk, I keep running into the tripod. So I want to prevent myself from getting hurt and at least fold up the tripod a little. Except I've velcroed it. Yeah, it started off as center pull, still works as center pull. And the outer stuff will just stay on the edge until I get to the end of it. So yeah, with my new space here, some of what I hope to accomplish. I do hope to get my second camera set up. For some reason, OBS, my computer, I'm not sure what changed. I mean, obviously, I moved, I unplugged everything. Maybe I have to do a software update at some point. I'm not quite sure. I have to look into the Logitech cameras. I know there was issues where it wouldn't be able to find them if they weren't different models. My cameras are different models, so I don't know why it couldn't run them both at the same time. It's like OBS was getting confused as to which camera was which. So that was a little disappointing. I was hoping to have two cameras today. Your viewers had a laugh when you got a new skein and dug out the center string. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you get really lucky and you can like get it right away. Other times you're like, I feel like I'm violating this roll of yarn. And update. Okay. Yeah, I use OBS Studio because like Streamlabs OBS was just trying to do too much and I didn't like all the bells and whistles. Um so I wanted the studio version still. I preferred that. All right, so I just did that. Which one do I have to I'm supposed to tighten, but I don't think that tightens it. I think this one's broken. I would not expect to see a half a screw come out of this if I untwist it. Doesn't seem quite right there. Alright. Oh, mine didn't say update. I just opened it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and tighten this down. This down. Legs back up. Maybe when you get a bigger upgrade, I'll upgrade it along with the camera. Yeah, I tried slobs. I just was like, meh. Just wasn't. Yeah, why is this supposed to stay up? But you know, that's the problem I've always had with this tripod. Like, that has not really. Whoa. Tighten that down. That's part of it. Tighten first. No. Eh. Oh, that's broken. No wonder why that's not working. Okay, I see why. Not terribly broken, just broken enough where the one feature I was trying to use won't function. Alright, that's cool. I've had that tripod for like 13 years, so I'm 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 glad I am glad it is still working so great. Having one screw piece not tightened down, and it's not an essential one, very good. So, I like treating my stuff nicely. I don't like being rough with it. I try not to throw it around. Like, I was saying this earlier, some of my roommates are really rough with stuff, so I was very nervous when my spinning wheel was kind of like out in a public area in my last place. Just because they're really rough with things. Whether it's theirs or not, doesn't matter. They're just rough. My hair was getting really in the way. Alright guys, it's 10:30. I need to go to bed. My back's starting to hurt a bit. I got very little crocheting done, but I'm so glad everybody stopped by. Like, this is way, like, it was so much more than I expected. We were rated by Junie, we were rated by Diashawn. Quickie Mickey freaking gifted a bunch of subs. Just amazing amount of subs. So next stream we'll have some sticker giveaways. I do have some sub gifted subs that I can give away also. I still want to give people I owe you guys stuff from hitting 750 followers, and then I'm gonna owe you again when we hit 1,000 followers. It's gonna be awesome. So I'll have to come up with new milestones. What? All right. So I'm very, very excited about what 2019 has to offer. I'm just very excited to be back in streaming and to be getting traction on my projects and stuff too. So I'm gonna sign off now, clean up my area a bit since I kind of went blah with all the yarn. Well, yarn out of one box, guys. There's 7 more boxes to like dig through. Um, so we can have a lot of fun with that. And let's see, who can I send you guys off to? I'm gonna go ahead and sit down again. Oof, I know you can't see me down here when I'm actually sitting in front of the computer because the second camera wasn't working. I was supposed to have two, so let me go to an outro screen and go spy on some people, see how long they're gonna be around, and hopefully go raid them. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Who we got? Who we got? Any suggestions? A Secret of the Tomb, dude. Secret of the Tomb. Alright guys, if you have suggestions for raiding, let me know. Actually, maybe I can go find some Twitch Los Angeles people. Don't think I've raided, because there's a couple new people in that one. That they're working on affiliate. And now that I'm thinking about it, there's a few people I'm totally not the live now. All right. Oh, it says Jayco's live right now. Jayco's kind of a character, you know, and I've never seen him stream. So, oh, he's playing Fortnite. Are you guys really interested in Fortnite? See that, eh, that's a turn off to me personally. Doesn't matter to you. All right. Let's see what other groups do we have here? I'm the only one who's live in the tavern. A Creation Nation. Currently live now. Okay, so we have someone who's doing cross stitch, someone who's working with fabric, and let's go to this cross stitch one. All right, so this is Arcanian, part of the Creation Nation team. Go ahead and raid her. All right, make sure to copy a sub only one or a follower one. You do not need to copy both. Make sure sub or follower is not in there. There you go. That's the sub one. Follower one is the raid one. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a fantastic welcome back stream. Like, absolutely fantastic. So, thank you so, so much.
so long. Yeah, it like I said, my song request tonight has become kind of a throwback Thursday on a Wednesday. We've done a lot of Will Smith. Um, we also did Space Jam and some NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Carlos Santana, Paula Abdul. It's been a great night. Thursday in your time zone. There we go. It is Throwback Thursday officially. This cross stitch is so cute. Thank you. It is super fun to work on. I am making it for my mother-in-law because her kitchen is all decked out in strawberries. And I saw this and it was super cute and I'm like, I know who needs this. I have an excuse to make it now. Oh, that's true. We did get Nickelback. Fall Out Boy, yep. But yeah, so tonight we've done like most of this swirl and we've worked this kind of all the way up. And we added like all of the darker color through here. So, gotten a lot done tonight and it's super fun. I love this stitch a lot. I need to actually mark off what I've done on my card for what we're doing.
Y'all are crazy, man.
3, 4, 3, 4. Okay, this is enough. Okay. A little bit of glee, true. Okay. 11 rows to go on this page. Look at you go. You're gonna get that done in no time. Dad, you picked the wrong fruit. This is a strawberry. I actually just don't know this song. Um, I'm bad at things. So that would be why there is currently no Arcadian karaoke. Hopefully you don't drain yourself out in the process. Get some sleep, woman. Sleep is not the problem. That's true.